Hi guys, welcome to the pivot table series. In this series of videos, I'm going to show you some simple examples of how to do pivot tables in Excel. Most of you will probably be satisfied with the first couple of videos, and later on we're going to go into the more advanced stuff. So what are pivot tables in Excel, right? The pivot tables basically allows you to do certain transformations to your data, which are very simple, where you can like group data, you can summarize data, right? Do all kinds of stuff with it. So in this case, for example, we will look at our portfolio of stocks, right? Where we trade certain stocks in certain times, and we want to group them by category, right? We want to find out, all right, are we good at trading tech stocks? Are we good at making financial stocks? And then we want to summarize all our profits, right? So for example, here we want to say like, okay, we trade Apple more than once, right? We want to make sure that we calculate these profits together, right? Profits or losses. All right, so how do we do that? So in order to create a pivot table for our existing table, we just go to the insert, go to tables, and then click pivot table. In some cases, you will probably have this pivot table mark right away, so you don't have to go to tables. But in my case, because I have to minimize it for YouTube, I have to go to tables, pivot table. Okay, so then the window pops up where we can select a table range. Excel automatically figures out what we're trying to do. So it basically gives us the suggested dimensions, so you don't have to mess with that. Then the Excel basically asks you whether you want to create new worksheet or existing worksheet. So in our case, let's create new worksheet because it'll be easier. Okay, so you see create new worksheet right here for us. It's sheet 10. So now what we can do is we can pick the columns that we really want to look into, right? So let's say in our case we want to look at the ticker, category, and let's say profits, right? Actually, let's unselect category here and just drag it to the filters, right? The filters is one of the things we want to do. Okay, so you see we created this pivot table, and Excel was able to figure out some of the things that we're trying to do, right? So you saw that we have like Apple twice, right? And it summed the profit for us, right? Like for every ticker that we have, we actually basically just try to show the sum, right? So if we had like Bank of America traded 10 times, right, it would show us the sum of all those profits. So the cool part about the filters is basically we can filter by the category. So let's say we can say deselect all of them and just say, okay, we want to show only financials. Here we go. We have financials, Bank of America and Berkshire Hathaway. Then it summarizes. So we made $3,711 on the financials total. Then let's say we want to do financials and tech. It shows all this stuff, right? That's how we basically can generate like really cool graphs. We can also, of course, sort it. So for example, here we made the most money actually in Berkshire Hathaway, right? But for whatever reason, it doesn't show us as the first thing. So what we can do, we can just click sort and then say largest, smallest, right? Then it shows us all the stocks that we traded the most. And you see it like does the sort on the whole row. So it's pretty cool. All right, I think this is good introduction first. Please subscribe and like this video so that you can go to the next lesson. All right, it was nice to see you there. Thank you.